Hey guys and girls, let's try. It's cloudy. It's cloudy. We haven't had clouds around in I don't know how long. Let's try a 10 fish challenge. Let's try a 10 fish challenge with a Redman spinnerbait that has probably caught 100 fish. The bait's wrapped around that, down under that. Probably caught 100 fish. Look at that old soldier right there. That old soldier. Look at that skirt. That's a 40-tail skirt. Probably has about a dozen tails left in it. We're going to try a 10 fish challenge right here. We're going to throw this thing out there, wind it back in 10 times, see what happens. This old reel's old worn out reel, not much count. Throw it up there right close to the bank. I'm going to keep it right on top of the water to begin with. Can't follow that bait, wind and shoot at the same time. So I'm going to keep it right on top there for a couple, 2 or 3 casts. Get out here a little closer to the dock. I'm going to drop it down a little bit and let it fall maybe a foot below, something like that. Wind in just a little bit slower as it gets close to the dock. While it's up there in that shallow water, though, I'm going to keep it up on top. Make another little throw out there. One of the keys to keeping that bait on top of the water is to not let it sink down when it hits the water. So when it sinks down, if you're throwing with your left hand or your right hand, doesn't matter, but do not let it sink. When it hits the water, you start winding. So if you're throwing right-handed, which more people throw right-handed than throw left-handed, but if you're throwing right-handed and your crank's on the right side, you throw it over there, you can change hands while it's in the air. When it hits, you engage your reel. See, that bait never fell. That bait never fell probably, it never fell a couple inches under the water. As soon as it hit the water, I started winding. A lot of times, that's when you get a bite too, is when you throw that thing out there. As soon as the bait hits the water, you start winding. The first crank or two, a lot of times, is when you get a fish. So, throw that thing out there, start winding quick as you can. I'm winding right up on top of the water. That's cast number 4, I believe, if I'm counting correctly. I might miscount. Ooh, golly, one ripped it right there and I missed him. One ripped it and I missed him. Could have been a big bluegill, you never can tell. Okay, that's cast number 3.5, really. I was halfway back in. I probably should have thrown right back the same. One ripped it then, I got him. Cast number 4.5. That's cast number 5 is what it is. Not a giant, but he feels pretty good. Of course he feels good. Jimmy's the first fish he caught today. Yeah, he feels good. Yeah, he feels good. Redman spinnerbait, 5 cast. Not bad. Oh, we stay in the dock. I got my barbs off there, so I got to be careful. Pretty nice looking fish, yeah. Pretty nice looking fish. Got that Redman spinnerbait around his jaw. That is a beauty. Nice 2.5 pounder. Look how fat he is. The fish, not me. Look how fat he is right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Gorgeous bass. Cast number 5. Cast number 5. Ooh, that is some good sugar. No, Benelli. No, don't jump in. No. 5 casts for the Redman spinnerbait. That's my 10 cast challenge. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab me, I got another rod laying right there. Got another rod laying right here. This rod has got a All-American rattler. Lucky Strike All-American rattler. That baby's caught a few fish too. See, it's got a little bit of chrome knocked off of it. It hasn't caught as many as that Redman. I can assure you the Redman's about out of skirts. Need to put a new skirt on that thing. No telling I might have caught one of the 3rd or 4th casts. All right, all I'm going to do is I'm going to make 5 casts with it to finish the challenge out. And I'm going to throw it out there and just wind it back in. I'm going to change speeds. It could have been grass right there. I don't know. Might have been grass. I think it was grass. It feels like it's got some grass on it. Bella, don't grab that. It's got hooks on it. I'm going to throw that thing, just wind it over the top of that grass. Got a lot of rattles in it. Makes a lot of noise. Catches a lot of fish. Absolutely no doubt about that. This is really only a cast and a half since that other cast got grass on it pretty quickly. Rod tip down close to the water to get depth out of it. Cast number 3. I'm only going to do 5. Would really like to catch a fish on this one too. Wouldn't that be good? Cast number 5. Caught one on the spinnerbait. Cast number 4. I think that's cast number 4. I think that was just cast number 3. Jimmy Cannon kept 5. Slow that thing down a little bit. So I sweep it, let it fall. Sweep it, let it fall. Okay, I got one more cast coming out this thing. I'm like one more throw. Good long throw out there. Now out there, I'm gonna wind this thing pretty fast. Get this cast done here pretty quickly. A little sweep and fall technique. Nada, 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 nada. That was hitting the grass quite a bit. Didn't catch one on the All-American Rattler. Got one on the Lucky Strike spinnerbait. Guys and girls, fish lucky. 10 fish challenge was a lot of fun. Remember, I sure do love you.